Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Talk of the Town, Tuesday night men's mental health support group. Tuning in will be the host that does the most, Big Coast. Let's get to it. Open floor. Everybody's welcome. I'm gonna go and get my tea, and then everything gonna be all right with me. Ugly sweater season, right? Some shit. All right, let me see. All right, my tea done. Hold on, let me see. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Ugly sweater season. I'm waiting for the host who does the most, Big Coast. And there we go. Let's get to it, man.
What's good, bro?
Legendary status. Peace.
What's good? What's good? I see you. I like your sweater. Real fashionable today.
Thank you.
I'm regular. I got the robe on today.
Okay.
Regular. Yeah, black robe. I ain't judging though.
That black mean nasty. That wild nasty. You come in the boom boom room with that wild robe on.
Yeah, I got the robe. I ain't judging though. Might hit you with the gavel. This is the talk of the town. I run in the courtroom.
So this is the ugly sweater season. I take it. I refuse
Yeah,
I refuse to get rid of this. This has a lot of memory and shit.
I like it. It's different. It's different. Then you got the button up under. So you know, proper attire. Got the rings out today. I see you.
So I have a
So
little
welcome one.
Yeah, I got a little
Huh?
history with this.
You said an issue?
History. Yeah,
Uh
I have a little history with this right here.
okay.
Um, I got this maybe a little over 20. I want to say the peak of 20 years, maybe over 20. I was living in Connecticut and Burlington. This was a Burlington farm, man.
Burlington is dead right about now. Burlington is dead. I went in Burlington to go Christmas shop and walk right out.
Damn. Why?
But I was able to, to get my nephew some cool outfits. He's straight. I'll get my niece in a couple of days.
The
And
boosters,
that's it.
the
I
boosters
don't
is
know, nah. There is no more boosters
nah.
because there ain't no more stores. Where they boosted from? Macy's? Niggas don't want that shit.
I fuck with Macy's, nigga. Give me some motherfucking
Macy's don't even have polo no more.
They got
Nah. I was just over there, didn't see none. They had somebody else in the place of polo, unless they moved it. But you know where polo is at, right? They had something else. They had something else there.
Who that, Coach?
Oh, that's my man's. That's my man's.
Yo, without doubt. Tell him what up, man. Mental health is real.
Yeah, he know, he know what we doing. Mental health is real. But I want
Depression
to
is
say
real.
thank all for coming. You know, every Tuesday 7 to 9 we do the mental health thing. Platform is always y'all gonna get tired of me saying this, but
Yo,
I'm
let
gonna
me go
keep
grab
saying
my
it.
tea. Let me go grab
Yeah,
my tea, please.
go grab your tea. The platform is open for anybody that want to hold the floor, that want to get certain things off their chest or on their mind, or if they going through something and they feel like they ain't got nowhere to turn and they need to talk to somebody. We all ears. This is what the platform is for. This is what it's for. Other than that, I want to thank everybody that's here, everybody that show up every week. I love y'all. You know, it's the mental health. You know, Christmas time is coming. We always speak of saving your money and doing the right thing. I always look at this time of the year, it comes back to back. It's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, and then the New Year. But the funny thing about it is, financially, you spend so much money in these 2 months. People spend uh people spend more money in the month of November and December they do almost all year in those 2 months. All year from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then right after Christmas comes in, everybody got to celebrate the year where they get you again to go out, to
Salute
buy an
Dizzy Rowe.
outfit, to buy the
Salute,
expensive bottle in the club.
salute Dizzy Rowe for checking in. He at work. He's solidified. Anytime we do our Tuesday nights, 9 times out of 10, he's at work. He's a faithful. He's faithful.
Dizzy
He's
Rowe, he's faithful with it. He always checking with us. Go check his interview out on my page, Bump page. The YouTube link is always up. Go check his interview out. It's a great interview. You learn more about him. And he do some great music, and he got great beats. He's probably the only person in the town right now that's kind of like making
best.
beats and
He
rapping
the best.
at the same time.
He the
Bum
best
say
right
he's the
now.
best, but he's
He
one of
the
the
best.
only people that I can vouch for that he's doing both. Like
Dizzy Rowe is the best right now.
I don't know no rappers that's making beats, and I don't know too many beat makers that's really rapping like that. So
J. Cole.
you know, I'm talking about in the town.
Period. He
But Bum,
putting out and he consistent.
yeah. So
Yeah. I'm just
yeah,
saying that. Reason why I say that and I stand on it because his body of work before then, the then is the talk of the town, and then the after just consistency. So he's the
yeah.
best.
Well,
It's
son,
not competition or none of that. If you go back to his interview, then you'll understand and learn more of why I say that. I'm not dick riding. I don't do that. We're not.
and I'm gonna segue real quick
This is a positive.
after you done. I'm gonna segue with something called consistency. Bump said it first. Consistency. Staying consistent. You know, one thing about mental health is when you're on the right path and you starting to see a little light, you gotta stay consistent. You know, you gotta do the things that's gonna keep you straight, keep you level headed, keep you going. So consistency is a big part of our everyday life. Like our last mental health show, the word of the day was structure, you know, and you can't really build structure without that consistency. Once you build that consistency up, now you're building some type of structure. You're being consistent every day, going to work every day. You checking in with your wife. Every day you're doing something. You're being consistent, being mindful, putting your first foot forward. That starts to eliminate a lot of that mental health stuff. When you really, it starts to help, because we're always talking about the cause of it, but we also got to start talking about solutions that can help people move forward and put their best foot forward. And just even it starts with making your bed up in the morning consistently every day. Just being mindful. If you can do that, you can do anything. You just got to do it repetitiously.
I promise you, bro. I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and certain households, they don't do that. They don't oversee. Oh, why make it up? I'm gonna get right back in broken culture. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one to just say this, and then I'm gonna let the host take back over. When you're ready, you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna have some guests or some shit or somebody to slide through or whatever, I don't gotta be throwing clothes in the corner or making excuses like, oh, I work and all that's part of mental health and stress and other things too that we will end. But yeah, go ahead, Coach.
Well, I'm gonna feed off that because it can get bad like that, where you can get mentally down to where even washing your clothes becomes a task. That weighs heavy
But a lot of
because you have
people,
so much on your mind, you forget. You have like there's a lot of people, there's a lot of good, clean people that's going through these problems. They're clean. They're not dirty people. It's just what they're going through. It's an attack of the mind. So they overthinking things. They overvalue. They overlooking things a lot. They're not present no more. So sometimes you gotta stop and be present in the moment when you feel like you're going through a lot. Be present because you're in your head so much you don't know where you at. So you kind of that's the definition of losing it. You lost, like, because you're in your head so much. You don't where you at. You somewhere in the past. You somewhere, you know. You're not thinking about the future or the present. So, you know, once you
right?
get to the root problem of it, you got to start thinking about the present, and then you got to look at your basic surroundings, which will be your room, which would be where you rest your head, and then you look and you see the clutter.
Salute, Miss Moore. Love
You
you as
look,
well.
you look and
Salute.
see the clutter. So you start there. Start small. Start cleaning your room up every day, making sure that can look nice. So the eyes have something nice to look at. So it brings better thoughts. That type of
Cleanliness,
stuff works.
cleanliness, cleanliness is next to godliness, and
Yes.
and it even if you're partnering up and one person is more cleaner than the other, don't knock it. Don't call it OCD or condemn, because that's what we do, and it's a form of dismantling. Because if I have my wife or my girlfriend or somebody that and they constantly saying, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Because there like there's so many ways. There's like it's like it's so many ways everybody has been taught different in life. So when partner up, how you was raised and how you was taught, that's law. So sometimes how you do things ain't the way the next person do things. Even if it's like how you load the dishwasher. It's just how you was raised and how you was taught. You was taught this way. So
I
you may
just
look at me like I'm doing it wrong. You may look at me like I'm doing it wrong. You
right.
know? Like, no, this is how it goes. So it's a clash of how people was raised, how what was taught, the values, because it starts from the beginning, you know. Salutations, salutations.
That's Bennett.
It starts from
Thank
the beginning.
you. Okay.
peace. Yeah, because it starts from the beginning. It starts from mother and father.
Hey, Coach. Okay, it starts from mother and father. Um, I also too want to say this again. I'm reiterating this
Hmm.
because of Dexter Bennett is why I'm more consistent at dealing with Talk of the Town. I don't. I really didn't know.
And then thank you, Dexter Bennett, because let me tell you how the domino effect worked. He the first domino that knocked, and he knocked Bump down. Now Bump is more consistent, and you know what happens? Bump knocked me down, cause you the reason why I'm consistent in this. So it's a domino effect. We all helping one another,
And yo,
you
check it.
know.
I call it talk. I called the nigga like early that day because I was bothered. Marriage issues, marital issues, just bothered. I'm ready
Let
to
this
call.
nigga tell it. Let Bump tell it. But fans out there, he's happily married. Let me give y'all a little inside. That onesie ain't no that with that onesie. He's happily married. That onesie, that ain't for fake. That ain't for fake. You know. You can learn. I'm learning a lot as a young man from Bump. You know, cause like outside of Bump, that's not in my family. I don't know like too many niggas that got a wife. So it's like I can't even say that. I can't even say that. None of my niggas are married. I don't think none of my niggas are gonna get married. Put it like
Wow,
that.
that's you.
I don't ask why. I don't ask why. I just I have faith in some of them. Some of them got shorties and shit. I have faith in some of them. But I know most of my niggas ain't. I know
Hey,
most of them. They done tried it. They done
I
tried it
love you.
and
Jack. Hey yo,
you know.
sexy. Well, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish telling this shit though. My man,
Yeah.
Sexy
Keep
Dex.
going.
We. Sexy Dex. Stop playing. Check it,
Pause.
right? I don't do the P Diddy shit because I'm all man. Put me around your chick and you'll find out. Your wife, your shorty. Though I don't do that, but it's just the energy because you know, A alike, B alike, C alike. So there you have it.
Man, tell your story.
I don't do that Paul shit because I
Tell
know
your
it's
story, man.
um. So yeah, I was stressed out. I was stressed out. We stress out. Mental health, relation. I was ready to call it quits. I was saying fuck these kids. I'm looking at the front door on some large professor shit. So I called my guy, and it's crazy because he didn't answer. So I had to
Mm.
sit with this shit. You know, when you need an outlet and shit, like, you know. So God was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have an outlet at that time. So I was fuck it. I was so in my head, fell asleep in my car. Yo, I swear to God. Nigga, like I'm Aggie, like I'm a fucking brat, nigga. Like what? I don't get my way. It's up. He calls me. I don't even think the nigga knew my number, like, cause he don't even have the emergency number. So that's what I called him from. So I kind of forgot. So he talking like, yo, yeah, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? And then I caught the voice, and I'm like, oh shit. So now I'm kind of open up to talk a little bit
Yeah.
more. So then I spoke about the relationship. The nigga said some fly shit. I swear to God, he ain't even hit me over the head with this, that, the third. He was like, whoop, 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 short, length, put
Got straight
straight
to
to
the
the
point
point.
with you.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, like he was like, yeah, because of me, he used himself as an example, and it was like, now hold that, you know, make a decision off of that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then immediately.
Hey,
He
Auntie.
started talking about talk of the town immediately. He didn't even drag on at certain friends or associates or whatever.
Mhm.
He just point blank and then was like, yo, talk of the town, yo, we need you. I swear to God. He was like, yo, I ain't going to tell the backdrop, but he said some powerful shit. In the
Well,
time,
that's good because, like, we got the platform for people. You know, we want people to be a part of it.
I could be in my head just like that when we had to stumble, and I was like, yo, I don't want to do this shit no more. And what you said.
Yeah. But we good. But we
Now,
good.
but I just want to stick to that point because that was key as fuck. Because
Yeah, because
right after that, I made the post that we was going to be going hard, and we went
Mhm.
hard.
Yeah,
The beginning
because
of the
you got
month.
to look at it. It's the what we've been talking about, consistency.
So if y'all
You
don't know
know,
what
so
the fuck I'm talking about, y'all can go back to our old videos and everything add up. Even with Mike Mass, with Jerome, and me asking certain questions about the Wacky Tribe and in love. In love. Go back, man. Check it.
thanks, man. Thanks, man. We trying to stay consistent, and we just trying to give people a platform to where they feel comfortable. Cause like I said, we don't always want to be the ones up here talking. I don't mind it, but we don't want to always be the ones up here. We wouldn't just
Every day,
give a
every
platform to people because, you know, like they always say, what do you do for the community? What are you doing? Well, this is what I do right here. I
and
got a
yo,
platform for people
and
to express how
check
they
it.
feel and what they're going through. Talk
This
to
is
the town.
this is all mental health.
It's mental health. We not trying to give advice. We speaking on life experiences the best way we know how. We not doctors, we not therapists, but we've been through some shit in a collection of years. You know, we almost got 100 years between the both of us put together. So we've been through some shit. So we have a lot to offer, and we also know people from the town is going through a lot,
Yo,
and they need to hear some of these stories or some of this stuff
also
that we
too.
telling. You know.
Also, too, I want to give flowers to Dex. He came a long way. He started something with a friend of ours that we lost.
Hmm.
And he lost the desire to just continue on that path as far as like the podcast, and then he's still
Hmm.
doing things behind the scenes. Don't get me wrong. Um, we have history. This year, we rehashed a few things from Young as men. He shared some things. I hope you are feeling better. You're back. A very serious issue. You look good.
Yeah, health and wellness, man. Make sure everybody out there is eating right, you know,
And, and I'm
and
glad
and and then
I
whatever you're indulging in, make sure you're doing it in moderations. Don't overdo it. Don't try to, don't be fucking greedy. In so many words, don't be greedy. Like X said, stop being greedy. Do things in moderation. Everything should be done in moderation. Just look around you. Niggas is looking fat and sloppy all around us. We're not taking care. Sometimes you gotta hear it directly like that to get on people. You know. I'm not talking about uh being beautiful or nothing like that. I'm just talking about overall watching your weight, staying healthy, washing your ass, exercising, you know,
21 tapped in, man.
and hitting the gym. That's right. Dex said hitting the gym 4:30 in the morning. See, stuff like that. Even if you can't hit the gym every day, if you got some stairs, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups with the chairs. Just stay active. Go walk. Walk from here to there. If you work a corporate job, Don't drive somewhere to lunch in the summertime. Walk there, walk somewhere. Just, stay active, stay healthy, because
While you watching your shows, 30 seconds of light crunches. A lot of women,
because
you
it
want
ain't
to. Okay, I
it,
heard you, Jay. I heard you.
it's a
Make sure
lot.
you do. Shout out to my guy, Young Jay. He's gonna be
Yeah.
tapping in. Uh,
Okay, bet. You want
yeah,
5 minutes? Yeah.
okay. He's a
You
he.
gonna tap you gotta tap him in.
Yeah. He said give him 5 minutes.
Okay.
He's gonna drop some wisdom, young man, but he's very sharp. Um,
Okay.
yeah. As soon as he tap in, we'll touch bases on that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I was saying before, just health and wealth and financial smarts too, this year. Like the year's ending. I gotta stress that. Don't overdo it. Don't don't try to buy every gift in the store and blow your money because it's Christmas. For some people, it's Christmas, it's New Year's, it's rent right there, rent on the third. So be mindful. Don't like it's okay to have a good Christmas, but don't overdo it and then be crying, that you ain't have nothing, and then you want to claim that you going through things and that you fucked your money up. Don't do it, you know because it's not good. Then you start repeating the cycle,
Miss
and
Alexander, peace, Queen, peace, peace. Thank you. Welcome.
then you
Everybody's
start,
welcome. The floor is open. If
yeah,
anybody has anything they would like to speak upon, they want to share any issues, any past issues of mental health that can
yeah,
help.
anything. 'Cause we all go through mental health. It don't even have to be nothing major, just the minor things. The minor things, it don't even have to be nothing major. It's the minor things too that trigger you, that throw you off, just mental health is not just about mental breakdowns, and it's just every day, the everyday life, can build mental health. Just working a dead end job and don't know where to turn, and you're doing everything right, but you living to pay the bills. You don't want to do nothing illegal. You just want to do right, but it's a hard road to chapter, decline, because you're doing a lot, you moving a lot, you still doing good, you paying bills, you trying to, keep up with yourself, but it's a far road, and then it's hard for certain people. So they start thinking ahead of themselves too. They start thinking, looking at the future when it's obtainable, but you can't always dwell there because your mind, like I said before, you get lost in your mind. You always got to stay present in the now, be thankful for what you have now first. Look around you, be thankful for the food and the clothes, everything that you have now. Be thankful, you know, be thankful for that, because at one moment it can be all gone. Poof. At a poof of the moment, it can be gone. Poof. And then you right back to the bottom. Poof. And a lot of us know about the bottom, so we don't want to go back there. So it's like we got to start being consistent in our ways, in our spending habits, and our eating habits, and who we hang out with. Even as adults, we got to start looking at the moves we make, where we driving our car and what hood we parking up in, and just mindfulness, because it's easy to get led astray. I don't care how old you is. We all seen it.
Hey, Coast, was it a regular interview? I think it was just not even a regular interview. My bad. I think we were just doing a regular talk of the town, and we was talking about men's care, men's health,
Hmm. Yeah.
and that we just did a show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, that is an expensive habit within itself. So you guys can also too go back to some of our stuff current, where we was discussing yearly how much it costs for haircuts for men.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. It was like put it like this. If I'm on my shit and I'm getting a haircut every 2 weeks, it'll cost. I'm spending I'm spending what? What did we come up with? Was it like 960, like 1,000 a year in haircuts?
yeah, that was just for
Yeah, like
haircut.
1,000 a year. Cause I spend $80 a month every 2 weeks on a haircut. So this is a $40 cut. So if y'all go back, y'all look how I look from before. I spend $40 every 2 weeks. So that's just like even with that, it's kind of like don't get it twisted. I, I can grow my hair and I'm comfortable in my skin to where I can go a whole nother month without a haircut. So it that's where it kind of lies with a lot of people where I see a lot of niggas where they're not comfortable unless their hair is cut, unless they look nice. Then like I don't mind grooming is grooming. Oh, he's like somebody joining in. Okay.
Yeah, what's the word?
What's up?
Peace.
What's up? Peace, King. Peace.
What's going on with the fellas?
What's going on with you?
Man, this another day. Man, he brought me funny, yo, but you just be like, he's just smiling. He already know what we just talking about. Yeah.
Yo, fix your joint so you can sound clear.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, all right.
The floor is yours, brother.
I
Hey,
mean,
yo, first and foremost, did you give me my push-up?
yes, I gave you. Yeah, I did. I bust some 30 out real quick. Yeah, you know, I bust some 30 out real quick. Nothing major.
All right, so
But
here's a quick background. Right? And before I jumped on live
Move back
hold
from the camera.
uh to hold dear. Hey Jay, you might have to jump out and jump back in because it's an echo. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's an echo.
this young man I met online playing football
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Shit, we built a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And we talk regularly. You know, we still get together and play the game and check in on one another. He lives in Cincinnati. He lives in Cincinnati, Ohio.
no, not Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati. I play with
I mean,
Cincinnati.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland, my fault.
Yeah, I played in
Okay.
Ohio.
Cleveland in the building.
21. You might want to see TVs down too.
So I got
There's going to be an echo.
that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now we can hear you good, brother. But what's good?
We've been playing. We met. So I hear him telling his backstory. I met Bump. I ain't gonna. I say what 2000. Let's say right after COVID. I say 2021, 22.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on the game, chopping it up ever since. We've been talking about. We literally been talking about mental health. We talk about life. We talk about everything. Like that's OG. Like, but if I have like issues going on personally, I talk to him and I ask him like for advice. He be bringing down that wisdom. Cause with me only being 27, I deal with a lot my entire life. Like I'm 27. I got 3 kids. It's my oldest 10. So hey, you can from there you can already tell I had a baby at 17 at a young age. So I just had to deal with, I had to grow up so fast,
Mm-hmm.
and the deal with growing up so fast, you just gotta, it ain't, and the thing with growing up so fast and being a man, it ain't about you no more. It ain't go. I mean, it wasn't never really about you, but it ain't about you no more. Especially if you got kids, you gotta put them first, no matter what, no matter what's going on. Like you gotta put them first, and that's how I've been. Hey, I've been living paycheck to paycheck since I was 16, 17, nonstop. Like, and I'm grateful because as long as my kids got it, I'm all right. I'm all right with working 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, pushing forward to make sure my kids cool. Because at the end of the day, I'm all they
I
got. If I'm fucked up, we're
yeah.
fucked up. So it is what it is.
Mm.
That's why, like, when it comes to my mental health, because, like, dead ass, before I had my kids, like, I told Bump this story. Like, before I had my kids, when I was a kid, I was going through so much mentally, like, I got this scar right here on my face, like, this deep scar right here on my face, because I was in a psych ward. It was called NBH, North Coast Behavioral Health Care out there, and when me being in that psych ward, it changed my whole life perspective because I literally got in there for being attempting suicide my 13th time, and it was real hard for me as a kid, as a young man, because yeah, I wasn't by myself, but I felt like I was, and I felt like I couldn't do nothing that I wanted to do. I felt like I wasn't seen basically as everyone else was. That's how I felt. And I took that I took that once I had my kids and built fire. It made me stronger. It made me more mental. It made me have to figure out my problem solving skills, and I got to be on my toes. Because like I said, if I'm fucked up, we're all fucked up, and if I got it, my kids got it regardless. And that's why when it comes to mental health, I'm always supporting. I'm always being 100%.
That's dope. I respect it. You came a long way. Came a long way because you're able to speak on it, internalize it, and then and feed it back to the people in a way to where there's a message in what you're talking about, even for people your age, because like you say, how old are you? 27.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 41, and Bump is 51. So there's 3 generations of people, three different lifestyles, but the same message is the stay on that path and get your mental right. So you know you doing all right, man. You doing good.
Yeah,
You probably
that's something that can help you, that can help stable you, and that can help you be. That it's not a race. You don't got to race the next person. You don't gotta be like your brother. You don't gotta be like your uncle. You don't gotta be like your friend. It's a marathon. Everybody got their own path. Everybody got their own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yours might be slower. Yeah, your cousins might be faster. Yeah, your cousin might got a big ass truck, and you got this little beater. But tomorrow, that truck might be fucked up, and you still can get to work. So, hey, like,
mm-hmm.
it's all about perspective. At the end of the day, that's all. It's literally all it is. It's about people's perspective.
Facts. Gotta
Yeah,
have the right perspective.
I want to say something, but let me turn my phone down. Okay, I think that's better. As a young man, I want to salute you because I met you what? How long we been knowing each other? What, 5, 6 years now?
I'm coming about there, yeah. Right after COVID. I mean,
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it was around COVID, so yeah, about 4 or 5.
okay. I want to first say that I salute as my younger brother. There was times when I needed advice, and he was there for me as well. It's done. Thank you, thank you.
They say they can't see you. They want to see you.
Good.
Yeah, you good. Yeah.
I also too am proud of you because I'm bringing you to the world, and a lot of young men don't have coping skills. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of men that is lost and look for that love and really don't know where to get it. And with that love, guidance, mentorship, and I'm glad to be a part of you.
I'm glad that you actually came into my life. 'Cause when you first came into my life, I was actually going through a rough patch. And that's what made me get so deep into video game or into Madden, because it was the only thing that was really keeping me sane. And then once I found someone like I found you, when we first started, it was basically like a group of us. It was always a lot of us, but then it was mainly just me and you, nonstop, every day. I'm the craziest day. You remember the craziest day? We was on there for like what, 2 days straight, like straight nonstop, like from sun up to sundown. We was on that bitch just playing, like bro, like that's good vibes. Like that helped that mental right there. Like it, as long as you find a good something to keep
Yeah.
you grounded, basically. Like as long as you have at least someone or something that keep you grounded, your mental will always stay positive at the end of the day.
They saying sit back from the camera, Bump.
Corey, peace. Evans, peace. Welcome.
He good right there. Cause he gotta see the screen. But see, you built the community even through the gaming. So you built a community. Y'all stay consistent together.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all built the structure, and it's like, it helps with the mental health because you got somebody to turn to, got somebody to look to.
That's
A
OG.
lot of us don't got that.
That's OG.
A lot of us don't have that.
Hey, Coach.
What's up?
We playing today. I'm cooking up. And then I'm like, yo, let's play. Now I gotta be meeting. Let's meet.
You know me like, cuz I run lock in. You know I be having these kids over here when I be playing. Hold me right in my ear, man. Let's see. So that next game I'll be locked in. I don't usually get this. They have me play anyway. I make sure my kids be right there and I be playing. We all be right there.
But yeah, as we move on, salutations to you. Family, you have a beautiful.
Yes, have a safe Christmas, safe New Year's, stay grounded, stay guided, Check in with us too. We always doing 7 to 9. We always here 7 to 9 every Tuesday.
I'm always talking with Bump about it. Literally, I like the last one. I've been
okay. I love you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let your homies know too, yo. Let your homies know too. Let your homies know there's a spot where they can talk and build and listen. Where they can come through and just listen.
Be that
Because the
community.
word, we spreading positivity and mental health. It 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 needs a bigger community. You know.
Now listen, he has daughters, young age, very beautiful, right? And his duty is to maintain, to raise his daughters, young princesses, queens. He has to raise them untamed society, right? So it's really important. He continued to work and want to improve and betterment for himself. And I don't think if somebody wants to say, "Oh, yeah, I look up to you," or because I look up to him. He's a young man. I think married, you know, 2 kids. And that when he first laid out, it's going to be my one and only, and he fights for that. So I look, as I'm looking back, that's something I couldn't do, didn't do at that age because I was too busy ripping and running, spending time in somebody's plantation, concentration camp. So it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid. Like I look up to a group or to a Corey Evans, to his wife going on 19 years and still, you know what I'm saying? Doing what they got to do. Like there's a bunch of people that's in the ministry because I choose to do. You guys have something to do. Jay Quick, welcome. You know what I'm saying? And when I invite you guys, the people, and I say things like this make me and host better. You guys are sharp as one teach one. You know what I'm saying? This is not just for myself. I came a long way with it, and I have so many who contest. I have bear witness to my testimony when I first started and the young man is abrupt, put it right here abruptly. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was in the chat. I was with another guy when the whole thing was going. So for me to ask him to speak or show face, show value, it's nothing because these people that see me pot this for nothing. And again, this we're talking about. So I was sitting younger, and so was this young man who's supposed to be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Knows that hey, I see a good in him. Maybe to other people, even my kids. That's why certain people run astray. But it's going to take a village, it's going to take unity to unite and unify. And it's not going to be a thing. You know, it's going to be accepting that, shape, forms, and sizes. Like a lot of people, we're stressed to work for the white man because, yes, then we're going to be without a kid because we don't create it for oneself. And we're not sociable. We're not open-minded. We're our hearts to even want to unite and unify to help somebody else. Okay, so post I did in mind, but I see we're going to the same spot. I might just let you take the wheel You know what I'm saying? Because what it's fucking not working for me. But because it's not working for me, that means I'm a hater on Dizzy, bro.
That's right. That's what I was saying earlier. It's a marathon. It's not a race. You know what I'm saying? They might be a little ahead of you right now, but you working on your time. Everybody got their own time, their own pace to live their own life. Yeah, you might be doing something similar to the next person, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody got different circumstances. That's why everybody grow up differently. So you just gotta.
Reestablish. I think that to be said. Structure. Even though it's going to take gentrification, removing the tooth decay and just all of everything that's within the root is that all the way deep, deep within. We're going to have to continue to gentrify. Let me use that statement. I did a lot of it. You know, along the way, I didn't have a doctor tell me things diagnosed with ADHD. So here's the prescription. I didn't have to have a doctor or a mental health therapist or a psychiatrist to tell me you have a serious case of bipolar, schizo, OCD, all the things that's wrapped up. Listen to me now. I did not to be impressed with the system. I'm not gonna white man, black, segregate the situation. What I am going to do is draw the line between us, we the people, and the system.
Sometimes you gotta draw that line because sometimes that line, to get beyond that line, where sometimes when you want to get beyond that line for yourself and the system, the system fucked up. You know what I'm saying? With this life that we live, we
Bump,
we
somebody
we,
said you going in and out.
we black at the end of the day. When we wake up, we already nervous. We waking up nervous regardless. So you just gotta figure out how to go throughout your day with pride, with a smile on your face, and with positivity.
Facts. That's so true. That is so true. That's so true. Because it's a lot. It's a lot we got to maneuver through.
Mm-hmm.
Just as being a black man, it's a lot we got to go through. Our image is already, while we repair our image, we still got to go through it. While we shape these stereotypes and these titles they throw on us.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us got to live through it. Some of us got to go through it. So, it's two different.
Well,
So,
I look at it like in dealing with it, it brings let me tell you.
you breaking up.
Can you hear me?
I think we're echoing again.
I got you. I'm just going. I'm gonna still be on live though. I'm just gonna listen, so we can hear you, bro.
All right. Dedication, determination, and dedication. when I wasn't accepting the fact that I may not be able to walk again, there was no doubt in my mind that I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not a loser. I'm not a quitter. I'm not giving up, right? So when I say it builds strength and character, so the day I was able to stand up on my own too, I realized I couldn't do it by myself first. So the whole time I laid in a dark, dark place until he meaning the higher power, the Lord, like God, like Juma Hall, like he just let me know like he is the one. Y'all laid in that bed for 2 months, couldn't walk, couldn't shit, couldn't pee.
But you got through it.
Check it, right? But I had to restore faith, I had to restore order.
True.
Similar to what talking to town is.
So let me ask you, what got stronger first? Was it your mind or your body?
My faith, bro.
Hmm?
My
Your
faith.
faith.
Yeah. Cause without it, I wasn't shit. I was just laying in the bed, bro. Because I'm thinking me. Even in relationship, just even the way I talk, I just selfish as fuck. Taking credit for certain things that, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of it, you gotta wake up. He put me out of place to where I can't take that credit and be like me, I. So the language in which a lot of us are lost, you know what I'm saying? The translation was lost. Again, with the children of Israel, were lost in the wilderness, man. We don't know which way to go. We see the hottest thing out, and we're so easy to be distracted. Like 50 Cent, the documentary, like shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like we're everywhere. So how do we get everybody under one umbrella? I know how. You know,
Well,
Rome
one
wasn't
thing
broken.
that,
Check it. Rome wasn't built overnight, and
yeah,
you know that if we touch one person, we're gonna touch many. So stay consistent, dedication. Like it's so much that's wrapped up into our fabric, bro. But we have to find a safe zone to where we could build and have more faith. It's only one God. It's only one higher power. But we have to, yo, let me give you a wild reality check, right? And
Hit him with it.
it's not within the cards, right? God forbid if he took me away and y'all had no more of me. you feel the impact of how close that is, but yet and still we want to walk around with frowns and dislike people and just be attitude-ish, and we put ourselves in a box, and that box is called Pandora's box. I'm one who released my soul from Nirvana. I was able to open that. That's why I'm able to be transparent. I was able to talk about my molestation and just traumatizing moments in which I overcame to be here. So even if one have the faith of a mustard seed, just imagine when you water it and nurture it, what it will grow into. So that's why I deal with plants and trees and things of that nature, like finding outlets. There's so much. I love building because I
Yes,
had
you
to,
do.
I
Yes, you do.
had to build myself up from ground zero, like to be able to skate. Like at the age of 51, I don't believe like you guys know how diligent I am on my feet. First,
Now we see you move. We know you can dance, brother. We see you move.
just talking about real life, like I'm like the Lord is still working on me.
Well, that's a blessing. That's the blessing in hand right there. The Lord is still working on many of us.
So so let me be that example. If one cannot open Pandora's box to release their souls of Nirvana, let me be that example. Like it's not easy.
Well, let's not work against that first, people. You know, as the Lord working on you, let's not work against that. And like Bump said, open that Pandora box up and be truthful.
We all come from the crackhead era. Like if your parent wasn't doing it, they was hustling it. Like some like this like we come from those eras, man, that we can't just act like it never happened and then try to erase our history and do things different even with our kids. Like yeah, times has changed, but yo, do they even ask kids what they want to be anymore in school? Remember how I used to go to school and they used to ask each and every individual what you want to be when you
I
grow
don't
up?
know.
Like try to instill dreams and goals with it. Like
I think they still have them, but they're different. I think the kids now want to be. They still want to be athletes, but they probably now want to be streamers and do what we do it right now. Podcasters, streamers.
but
Some
you
of them
want
still
to
probably want to sing and dance and rap.
so check this out, right? Why not try to be more realistic? Because that shit isn't for everybody. Being a rapper
It,
is
it, it
because
goes back to what I'm saying. It's
it's
like it
not
goes back
shit.
to what I'm saying.
But that's the reality of it. I mean, in order to be a rapper, you're gonna have to give your ass up. Like, no, talk to the kids,
Well, listen to what I'm saying. It goes back to what I'm saying.
the women, the
Look at the child.
women. Pause. The women, even from Gladys, Clyde Davis. It's
Uh,
every.
we understand that.
Hold
But
on,
we don't.
no, hold on, bro. I'm more of what if this shit don't work for you? You have to have a plan B. And you know what I'm saying?
Now, okay, I get that.
Now listen. And it has to be realistic because Rap isn't for everybody. Football isn't.
I listen.
Let me
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
go ahead.
Rap ain't for everybody. But let me tell you, neither is basketball, neither is baseball, neither is football, neither is streaming, neither is soccer,
Right. So you have to be more
neither is
realistic.
dancing. None of that shit is not for everybody. But what I'm trying to get at is this:
But you have to
as
be more
adults,
realistic with goals, bro. That's all I'm saying.
listen. As adults, we gotta show the kids different. If you go around the neighborhood and what do the kids see?
No,
You think
let
the
me tell
kids want to grow up and work at Target? They don't see nothing. They don't
let me
have no examples.
let me tell you from what I believe. From what I believe, let me just try to answer that with serious mental thought into this. Okay, they see mommy struggling. Um,
The same cycle over and over. Now you see what I'm saying? The whole neighborhood, who like there ain't no successful people in the hood. So and then you're gonna tell them, oh, they can be. I'm not saying they can't be a doctor or a lawyer, but you can't tell, oh, you're gonna be a lawyer. Who do they see?
be more.
It takes us to put that in their mind and show them these things.
You have to be more realistic. Now, listen. Reason why I say that is because you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be that guy playing football.
Huh?
Not check it. Not thinking that first you got to finish school, then I don't have nobody in my ear like, yo, what if you tear an Achilles or some shit or whatever. Like, you have to have a plan B. Like, you can't just put all
But
your eggs in boom, because if this
Bump,
doesn't go well, then I'm just saying, bro.
you're just part of the cycle that's been repeating itself with black males forever. Since that's all we've been able to do. Before we can go to college, before we were able to taught smarts, we were just entertainment. We weren't allowed in schools and learn. So the first thing they did allow us to do is play sports and run and jump and shoot and play football. So you're no different from people 30, 40, 50 years ago. That's all we was allowed to do. I thought I was gonna make it to the NBA. My mom will tell you.
So, coach, you trash. I seen you, boy. And you don't have a can't dribble with your left hand. You trash. But
Listen, Bump, all I'm saying is this. It has to be shown. Remember when I was telling you about Dr. Childs, how he lived in the neighborhood and niggas seen the dentist? It's visible. I can see it. It's believable. These kids want to look at something they can believe. And then when they go, and then we leave them to the phone and the other outlets. So of course they're gonna fall victim to the same shit. It's just they remixing it.
so what
That's
is
all they
there?
doing is remixing it.
What is there to believe in somebody's household so that they don't
The
remix it?
parents just got the parents just gotta be extra strict. They gotta be on top of game 24/7. It's sad they gotta be that way, but they're attacking their children. They're not really attacking adults. They're attacking the children. So the parents got to be extra slick. They got to be extra on it. They got to be aware of things. They got to be mindful of their kids' homework and they book bags and they phone. Go a fuck. Look in their drawers. I don't have kids, but don't let me have them because I'm in their drawers, under their bed. I'm in their phone until they understand. Like it's a dangerous game out there that they're gonna play. We never lived that world. They're growing up in a world we never lived. We can't even teach them or even prepare them for that world because we never lived it. None of us has lived it. So for years we all lived kind of the same world. But now they're living in a whole different world where us as parents or elders, we can't even really, there's no tools. They living in the internet world. It's different from how we grew up. So you even got to raise them different. It's different rules, and you don't even know how smart your kid is or how much they even know, because the phone is everything. It has all the information. So your kid can know so much without you even knowing. They just taking in information more than you would want them to know. They can learn good things and bad things. It's almost impossible to stop. So you just got to be on top of it as elders. It kind of got you got to be on top of it. You got to be nosy. Sorry to say, I hate a nosy parent, but you got to be nosy. Because I'm not a nosy uncle, but you kind of got to be in their phone. You got to be. You got to see what they're doing, because it it it's easily manipulated, quick. Like we were. Like the rappers I listened to, all they seen was the drug dealers. So boom, boom, that's what they wanted to be. The people before that, all they seen was the pimps and shit. So that's what they wanted to be. So you can see what these kids gonna want to be. They're gonna want to be streamers, and they're gonna want to be fucking Kai Cenats. And I'm not hating it, but we just gotta show them that there's other ways. We have to set a better example. That's why we have Talk of the Town every Tuesday, 7 to 9. And there's real dedication, because, you know, the Knicks are playing, and I'm missing the Knicks right now. I'm missing the Knicks, and I'm mixing the championship game right now. So you know, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'm a basketball fan. But it is mental health. We just trying to break stuff down to y'all.
Miss Warren, welcome. Ladies are
You
welcome.
want to hear from me?
Listen, ladies are welcome as well. I would love to hear from you. The platform is open. The floor is open. The microphone is open. It's just as easy as you hit that button, we add you in, share some light, encourage some other mothers, encourage some other wives. You guys can encourage a stripper, a person who's less fortunate. You never know. You never know who life you may save. There's somebody that might be walking on the street that might need to hear words of encouragement. Yo, we need to really, really, really start checking our emotional standpoint. We really, really need to start practicing being nice and calm. We definitely gender, man. It seemed like even though the world it really could be a better place. Like when I'm talking about and I speak to a queen or one of my sisters and they throwing their nose up, like I don't know if you're mad at your boyfriend, the side piece, or your dad, I don't know, but that reflection is uncommon. And when we wear that, when other people see it, it's like, it kind of puts us in the box. It kind of puts us into space to where it's like, like we are what we are. And we have to come out of that. Because Coach is a good person. I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, off the can, sitting for these records. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Teach one, each one. Everything doesn't have to be sexual. Everything doesn't have to be financial. Like everything doesn't have to be in personal interest or personal, at least not for me. If there is, we should be wise enough to see how the devil is moving amongst us. Like, if we choose to start living righteous and godly, we could be fine with that. Like, we could see it coming before it happened. Like, the higher power, like, he won't let people get to us, because the more we let it, the more you become us. And once that Holy Spirit get in, it's not like, like them demons, like when they try to touch your armor, they gonna bounce right off. You know what I'm saying? They just bounce right off. And they're gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna have to try to get out of here go another way. I see he focused. Or I see she focused. Or they passing the word, and then they're gonna attack the other soldiers and soldierettes, when we're at our most vulnerable and our weakest. But even then, we have to have, even myself, we have to have that faith. And again, it could be the sign of a mustard seed. And I'm going to reiterate this. But if you order it and nurture it, give it some attention. Not every seed is going to require sunlight, just some attention and talk to it.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that plant, whatever it is that you're harvesting. It could be tomatoes, it could be lettuce, it could be cabbage, it could be peppers. You know what I'm saying? But if you take that one seed and plant it deep in fertile soil, it can become something beautiful. And
Yep.
that's close to that And I hope I put it in the proper form or proper etiquette to where people can see, like, damn, that is so true. But
Yep. And with that one seed, it almost sums up this whole episode. Stay consistent. Consistency was the kind of thought process of this episode. The last one was structured. This one was staying consistent. In all things in life, it's best to stay consistent.
rebuild,
You know.
rebuild, and reestablish structure. A lot of people, this might sound crazy, because I don't ever try to give people advice on what they should do or how to do it. I just try to use I statements. I've learned how to, utilize my I statements when delivering a message or having a great conversation. There's a lot of people that just need to clean out their fucking closet. No, literally. 226. The portal is open. So gather all your information, gather up all your paperwork of the past year. We have until Valentine's Day. When Valentine's Day comes, the very next day or two, the portal will close. Once that portal closes, the year of 226 will be in full effect. If you, if y'all have not closed habits from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, then guess what? That's going to be in your backpack. That's going to be in your satchel. And when you bring that into the 226, after you spend up all your money, and then you find out that she was messing around on your ass, or vice versa, all in all, and your rent money or your deposit money, to where one female and man could have went and did their own thing to get away from one another, because the two is very toxic. They're caught up in this strange, devoted relationship, and neither one knows how to pull out of it. So we carry that toxicity amongst one another and onto the next. And then we wonder, damn, why am I still in 2023 and it's 2026? Why am I still behind those bills? Why am I still living hand to mouth. Why am I still financing cars and paying high car notes and trying to keep up with the Joneses and still fucking front? So, with that being said, a day or two, this is just sound advice and I know what I'm talking about. Once that portal is closed, if you guys have not shook old habits, it's going to be full effect in 2026. And then you guys are going to be looking to continue to throw the pH balance off and give other people the cooties.
Nigga said pH balance off.
If you're not
This nigga.
I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna get ready to get out of here. A man and woman, a man or woman or child, if you have no imagination, you have no wings, you can't fly and elevate. Let's get back to being creative and stop living life on a treadmill to where it's just work and this and then that and then, oh, I worked all week 40 hours for this person and I gotta give all my money to this person. So I'm gonna go out and have a drink and have a good time. And, you know, that's like, yo, let's just start to rebuild and regain, restructure. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm living
One day at a time. It takes consistency.
So let's chase peace, love, and happiness, and not all of the other stuff. And again, a lot of that comes with changing how we eat, watching what we watch, intake. That's the when we watching the music. When we get in there and we hear, "I'm a dog," that shit sound fire. But when I'm singing it, I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? And when I'm really listening to that inner voice, like, yo, boy, what the fuck is you doing? You a dog, you a mutt. Like, do you even understand the concept? And you just like put some gospel on. We cannot utter no gospel song, but we can utter the new Drake.
Well,
The intake.
we can agree to disagree on that one, brother.
It's saying the intake, my brother. But sometimes we don't understand why we be going off the edge.
I get that. I get that. But, like, you know.
The tongue is so powerful. The man behind the man, they have it so mastered. Like, the tongue is so powerful. We so quick to spew that and look at our position. But if I truly believe this, bro. And it comes with the mindset as well. The tongue is just that powerful. If a chick keeps saying, bitch, guess what? Then that's what you become. But if we start saying queen, yo, peace queen, peace king, dude's gonna start, I'm a king. Yo, on the balance beam, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear nigga and all of that, bro, which keeps us here, not here, the vibration.
I hear what you're saying.
But that's for another day. And that's what begs to differ, to come in and share their wisdom. That's all this is. I'm not saying I'm right.
I hear what you're saying.
But I know right.
But you got to understand that people, to give pushback, just to give pushback, people are going to do what they want.
Miss Blue, peace. Welcome.
People are going to do what they want. You know that. And then they're going to point out successful people that also indulge into that. That it really don't, like, you got to, like, don't indulge. Don't overdo it. Don't become it. Don't become it. For every person that got caught up into that tongue, there was a person that understood that that's not real. That was just entertainment. Everybody wasn't sucked into the wrath of that. We can't just put everybody in that box. Because there's some people that understand that. It's just we have to teach the youth that at a young at a younger age.
That's
We
the
can't
point.
let them get exposed to it.
That's the plot.
You know,
That's what we're headed.
until it's just like movies. Every movie that a kid that you're not gonna let watch as a child, they watch as an adult. So the same shit should happen with music, but that doesn't happen.
But at least you have a better understanding as an adult, because there's a lot.
And that's what that's all I'm saying. They like the youth need a better understanding. I'm not gonna police what adults listen to. No, they're adults. Why would I'll be a hypocrite policing what adults do? Because I listen to that. All of that music that you just said, I listen to. So I'll be a hypocrite. And I make it. Because I make music for adults. So once my music goes into the world, even when I set it up, it's not even, you have to be over a certain age to even listen to it.
Coast.
So it takes adults.
Hold on. I was about to say some funny shit.
Say it. Nigga, say it. Don't hold back, nigga. We live. Say it, nigga. We got 30 minutes anyway.
I'm ready to get out of here now.
That's what you ready to say? Look at you. I'm ready to watch this Knick game, nigga. Nah, but like at the end of the day.
Yeah, I love you, yo. You silly,
I love you too.
Yo, you silly as hell, though.
But at the end of the day, niggas gotta police the music just how they police the movies. Cause like I said before, the same movies that your kids ain't watching now that you won't let cause they is a kid, they will watch as an adult. So you kind of gotta do that with the music too.
I'm mobile right now, man, moving around.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
But I'm hearing y'all. I'm hearing y'all what y'all talking about, as far as the music and everything. I listen to. I remember when Jay-Z, everybody kept telling Jay-Z, yo, they want to hear the old Jay-Z. He said, you want to hear the old Jay-Z, buy the old album. So, and that's, I'm not even really crazy like about Jay-Z like that. You know what I'm saying? I just understood the concept. It's like, what music has, like what Bump was saying, music has power. And Bump like uses this term, they're portals. We have eye portals and we have ear portals. And you go around some wealthy people or people who deal with wealth. You won't hear them. You won't catch them listening to that type of music because they know what it does to their life as a whole. They know what they're inviting into their life, and they don't entertain it. Even when it comes to a movies. One thing about a movie, you'll watch a movie, but you won't get in your car and play a movie all the time. Music, you will literally play that music into your brain consistently until you don't even realize that you've invited so much negativity, especially, and a lot of people don't think it's cool to be negative. Some dudes don't even know how to be positive in their music because they don't, they may not have the conviction that it takes to really be that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to really be able to affirm that to other people, like, you really playing the role for the sucker when you're taking a chance on putting information out there that potentially could mislead somebody. Satan sees God as a sucker. It's like, okay, but somebody's going to hear it that don't need to hear it. Somebody's going to be misled by it that shouldn't be misled by it, and that's going to be connected to the individual who put it out there. Whoever will be held responsible for however I mislead or misguide somebody. Now people have their own preference, like Cole said, people will do what they want to do just for pushback. I realized that when I started doing positive music, I had to embrace the aggressiveness to pitch the message in a way that I help. Some people won't think you cool. Ain't right now? That thug shooting bang bang up is getting corny. That bragging about being an alcoholic and bragging about being a drug addict is played out. It's really played out. People want to hear about how you like when you listen to that new Nas album. He talk about diversifying the portfolio. Him and talking about new money ventures and talking about dropping jewels in the music. That's what that's what it should be used for, as a vehicle to carry some truths to change lives, not to tell people how stuck and how bound and how broken and how everything else we got going on. That we perpetuate that, and it teaches our youth to do the same, and it keeps our grown men bound. There's grown men that are still living like they 16, bound in that mindset. They can't let go of their past because they wear it as a badge, like it's something to affirm them as a man today. And it's corny. It's real corny. And the Bible says, he says, when I became a man, I put away childish things. All those things that I did in my past, I grew from them, I learned from it, and I can spot it from a mile away. So I'm able to help somebody that's in this situation. I understand how strong it is. I understand how hard it is to come out of the lifestyle, but I also understand the power of the liberation that you have and the ability you have to do greater things once you finally do get out. And that's how I feel about. This is how I feel about music. Music was something that was created to worship God, and the enemy uses it to worship his deed and the wickedness that perpetuate and glorify negativity. But the Bible too has good, bad, pretty, and ugly. So I came up with this term the other day. I was taking a shower, and I said, "Yo, there's a consequence rap. Consequence rap. Like I could tell you the whole story about how I go down in the streets, how people get laid down." And you hearing it, and then the consequence behind it. It still has the gore. It still has all of the street that you like about it, but it has to be, the consequence has to be clear. Yeah, it has to be clear. Otherwise, it's going to go in that negative ticket is going to stay in the brain. And if that positive message of the negative consequence that takes place from it, because that'll get, if that gets by them, then they'll be acting out the negativity. And that's cool. I do a little bit of it here and there, but the more I learn about what's good and how to live good, my content and the music is going to change. You know what I'm saying? And I will be hypocritical if I'm talking about community work and this, that, and the other, and I don't give the consequences of the street life.
True. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I will be hypocritical, and I think that a lot of these dudes be rapping about drug dealing and doing all this, and then they pass out turkeys in the hood, like Nino Brown, and buy sneakers for the kids and book bag drives. But now you're really making them feel like what they're doing what you're doing is something good, because you're offsetting it with this, and it's making them like, oh, I could be a thug and still look out for the people. Like it's really confusing the people, the kids.
Well, that's where I tell him, bum. That's where the parents come in.
Man, everybody ain't got parents, bro. Some parents is caught out on drugs from the very music that perpetuates
I can't speak for those kids. I can't. I'm just saying in general, an elder, a parent, it's all of our jobs.
Yeah, I know,
all
but
of our jobs.
And that's our job, to also be a parent in what we put out there as far as artists. That's where we have the biggest impact. Why not use the biggest platform to parent? Use the biggest platform, our voice, to put out there. I could be laying down, and music that I recorded is playing somewhere, and somebody's being encouraged by it. Versus, I hope nobody ain't take this. I hope nobody ain't out there literally about to smoke somebody because they heard something in my song. You know what I'm saying? You know how many NBA YoungBoy and Chief Keef and how many people have responded. Even Bobby Smurda killed a nigga about a week ago. Like, all of this stuff is just like, dudes is driving on their way to do drive-bys with this music playing, the drill rap and negativity. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for people. I get it. People just want to be negative in hip-hop. They only want to look at negativity, and they want to use that as the content. But there's coming a time when that's going to be played out, and it's already played out. It really is, because now the female rappers taking over. And you know, a lot of these male rappers is just like people are tired of hearing grown men talk about what they was doing when they was a kid. Niggas is tired of that. Looking dumb, like wasting this time to be talking about that time instead of talking about what's in the future. You know? I don't know. I just
I
see it. I
get
see it
exactly
differently.
what you're saying.
I see it differently, man. Everybody is not growing. They staying the same. Like some people stay the same age that they started smoking, doing drugs. Like I was stuck. I'm behind from the age when I started smoking. I started smoking at 15, and I know that the way that I am, I'm a little bit behind. But my mind is where it needs to be. But my mannerisms and my, the way that I am, I'm still carry some of that teenage 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old mannerisms. And I'm 45. But I'm not going to let my mind, deliver and to give messages of a negative 16-year-old that don't know no better. So, everybody, like I said, everybody's going, like you said, people's going to push back. And those are the people that got to deal with whatever
Now, I
consequences
just
come
gave
with it.
pushback. I just gave pushback for the sake of the argument so we can get a whole nother perspective, a whole nother angle.
Yeah,
Bump came through from one way. So I'm like, let me give some pushback so we can hear it from another angle, another
yeah,
perspective of things. Because, people are going to want it their way. People are going to look at
yeah.
themselves as well. I'm successful. I listen to this music. My kids are fine. My kids get straight A's. They listen to this music. That's the only thing I would just, people,
And
there's going to be a group of
yeah,
people that look at it different, you know?
yeah. And until the kid that it does affect run into your kid that's supposed to be fine, but the other kid that didn't have the parents who ain't fine heard the music and ran down on your kid.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's that catch-22 type of situation out here where
Hmm.
if you're not thinking about the whole, you know what I'm saying, you don't think you're safe because you and yours is good. You
And
know?
that's the community issue because we don't like if we had a community, most of us wouldn't think in that manner because everybody's
But
out for self and
that's the
theirs,
crab in the
so they
bucket.
don't really think as a community.
You go to certain communities, and I don't have to say anything. You'll go there. The neighbors know each other. They got neighborhood watch. They watch each other's homes when each other is on vacation. You know, some of these you go to some of these neighborhoods. 93.7 won't even play in some of these neighborhoods. High Ridge, Pound Ridge. You start going back there, that music starts scrambling up. They got it scrambled because they know why the music was created. They know why it was like Bum said, it's created to ground people, to keep them in their current state. They don't want us coming out of that state. They want us to stay grounded and glorifying that lifestyle. So we stay there. And our generations after stay there. That's what they want. And they weaponized what we was coming out with. Once it started getting positive with Chuck D and Public Enemy and Tribe Called Quest and Diggable Planets, and once they started getting that real conscious and we started getting real mind elevation and spiritual, feasting and healthy eating and all of that, and once they started getting into that, that's when they found a way to filter in gangster rap and then monetize off it with prison reform. We talked about it the other day. I'm passionate about it is because I study this. You know what I'm saying? I study it because I do the music and I know where the opposition is. I know where the opposition is. And a lot of times people listen to what I rap about and they literally will say, yo, it don't even really sound like gospel. They don't want it to sound like gospel. They can't receive it. So it's like giving a baby crushed pills inside of the orange juice on a spoon to get them to sneak the medicine to them. You know?
That makes sense.
I don't know what's going on. here, but everybody's
Bump,
not in
you
the
ain't
same
gonna
place.
introduce who you let in live?
I know, word.
Bump over there
You're
working
just
on a
sitting
Lego
back,
plane right
sitting
now.
there. You gotta introduce who you let in the live. I can't say
Bu-
nothing.
Nah, Bump working on a Lego plane right now, a
Yeah,
Lego jet.
Yeah,
he doing them helicopter joints.
I know. Lego Man. Yeah, we all know about Lego Man.
What up, my peoples? How y'all doing, man?
What's
Salute,
good? What's
salute. What's
good?
good with you?
All right. Everything's everything. I finally chimed in. I forgot all about it last week, brother. But I went on Facebook because I had posted something. I saw it. I was like, oh, here we go. That's what's up.
I can't see nobody up here, man. But
That's how it
I just
works.
wanted to, yeah, I just wanted to chime in. I think that if Bump requests us, then we can see it. Because I was looking at on Facebook. He has to request us instead of us requesting to jump on. Try it like that.
Okay.
Because I can't see nobody. Hope Coach, you can see everybody.
I
Yeah.
saw y'all, but now I just see myself.
That's how it is with me. I'm about to get down though. I just wanted to say a little something. That was it. I don't want to listen and see what y'all how y'all finish the build. I appreciate you, Coach. Bump, appreciate you,
Yep,
fam.
you
You already
already
know.
know. Good looking out, brother.
For real, no doubt, 100.
Yo, you chopping up.
Bump, you breaking up. Yeah. I can't hear nothing you saying.
Nah, nothing. It sound like you hitting some wind or something. I don't know.
Nah.
Nah, you know what it is? He over there playing with them Legos.
He can hear us, but we can't hear you. Is your mic muted?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
You going in and out.
Yeah, it sound like a walkie-talkie, like messed up.
No,
You must got the iPhone too. Hey, you know I got plenty of jokes, man. You know what I mean? We can keep it real like
Oh
that.
man.
he must still
Come on now, Bump.
you
Get
yeah
it
you
together,
working on
Bump. Get it together.
you working on the second generation iPhone.
Get it together, Bump. I'm trying to. Yo, anybody know the score of that Knick game? Any basketball fans out there?
I don't even watch sports, man. I stopped watching sports when Jordan retired.
Damn. So no
It's
Kobe,
just
no Shaq, no nothing.
yeah, it's just entertainment, man. I don't like that. I stopped watching football when Franco Harris and the Steelers dispersed, and I stopped watching wrestling when Superfly Jimmy Snuka got out the game. I mean, that's how long it's been, like the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all it is for me is entertainment at this point.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't even know nobody unless they got a commercial. Then I happen to see them a couple of times, but I can't name nobody really. You know what I mean? It's all good though, but hey, if you touch somebody right now, ooh, flagrant foul. You know what I mean? I can't watch that, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch the game before Jordan
Bump, we
when
can't hear
Dr.
you. We
J
can't hear you, Bump.
when Dr. J and them used to jump in the air and their afros part by itself. That's when basketball was basketball.
yo,
All right.
You ready? Like, what's good?
Now yeah, you better.
Bump ready to wrap up, huh? You ready to wrap it up? Because we breaking up, bro.
Yeah, we breaking up like old crack.
So, nah, you sound bad, yo. We breaking up. You
Yeah.
heard what he said?
Huh?
And yo, Coast.
Yeah.
Alright. So he's a gentleman that asked, he requested, you know, to sit down and have a dope conversation with me. I was going to make that happen, kicking off the new year. Coast and I,
We gotta get this volume, not now, but in the near future. Well, now, man, my phone is messed up. We just gotta get that near right in the future
but we're going to be
for the
together.
sound. Yeah.
That January, all depending on the weather, you know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna make sure y'all get some on the spot footage. Me and Coach gonna be together traveling from Stanford, different parts. We're gonna be rocking Bridgeport, going to the trenches,
Mhm.
and gonna be in the trenches with my people, and we're gonna be chilling. And yeah, we got a lot of things up and coming. Once again, Sean Dixon, he definitely wanted to shed some light on some things. A lot of people may not know our brother Eric White. It was a tragedy in the village. With that situation, we're going to talk about that a little bit, the cause and effects, and how that kind of parted our family as well. And throughout the generations of how that has still been a monkey wrench within the family set. Eric White, yo, shout out to you. Keep your head. You know what I'm saying? You've been away a long time. Yo, we love you. And you being thought about. This is your shout out. Getting back to
Blessings.
the regular program. We're gonna wrap this up. We thank everybody for tuning in and showing us support.
Oh, they're ready to wrap this up too, huh? Look at
Yeah.
you. Ready to wrap it up. Bump's been ready to wrap up for the last 30 minutes. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. I don't really be shouting y'all out when y'all come in, pop in. But I want to thank everybody that do come in. And always remember, it's 7 to 9 every Tuesday. Today's show was consistency. Our last Tuesday show was structure. So build with us on a pattern. The show, every episode is building a pattern. So when you learn structure, you learn consistency, you can move forward and be better at what you do in life. Those are two key things.
Hard work and dedication.
Those,
all those different
and other than that, I'm about to go check this Knicks game. I'm gonna wish y'all the blessings and the best. Bump, you already know. I'll talk to you in 3-4 days. I'ma holla at y'all. It's the talk of the town. You got anything else to say before I exit, Bump?
We will be doing the show abruptly after New Year's. I'm gonna be at church, so I'm gonna hop on live as soon as I get back, bringing in the new year. That was a plan originally from Coast.
Yeah, New Year's show, because I don't celebrate New Year's. I don't go out no more.
Just
So
reflecting on the past year and just kind of, decorating the blueprint on the vision board for 226, man, and hopefully, talking to town and where it's at, talk to us and we'll talk back.
yeah, because it ain't, we just building the community. We all from Stanford, so we building the community of people. I just wanna come here, listen. I want to give a big shout out to homie from Cleveland that came on. I forget your name.
That's the young boy.
The young
J21.
bull. He spoke his truth today. So when this episode does pop up, sorry for slacking. I will have the episodes. I got a lot of editing to do because it's little interruptions here and there, and I want everything to be clear. But y'all will be able to binge watch 3 or 4 episodes. We do got interviews. We do have a men's health episodes in the beginning from the first one till now. I will be able to watch those tomorrow. The link will be up on YouTube. I feel like a streamer. Subscribe. I need water. Keep wiping my lips. I'm going to holler at y'all. It's the talk of the town. Bump. I will call you in a few days. Holla.
Nah, nigga.
What you mean, nah? You trying to keep, you gonna stay on? What you mean, nah, nigga? What you mean, nah? What you need, some support? Oh, my boy needs support. What's on your mind?
Nah, I'm gonna call you.
Okay, then I call you. Okay, then I'm out.
Alright, yo, we love y'all. Thank y'all. Talk to the town. One love.
One love. Look at this nigga walking off like he Prince and shit. Like he fucking James Brown. Don't know he got to come back and turn off the screen. I'm out. I love y'all, yo. I'm out.